afternoon, friends. We are on a very special property today. A very special property that I have been on many, many times. Yes, sirree. Oh, yeah. Be prepared. Be prepared, tree lovers. Be prepared to be wowed. I am in love, and I am very proud of this tree. I've been working in this tree for I don't know how long now. Many, many years, friends. I got the passionate raker. I got the passionate raker with me today, my boy. Now you guys have seen this Deodora before. Look at the feel the energy off of this. Like look at I just roll in underneath it here now. Look at it. Look at the freaking beautiful limbs come right off the bottom of the tree. They dance across the ground. They just cascade like a cascading thing. This tree's beautiful. I know I feel like I'm joking, but I'm straight up dead serious. This tree's amazing. Look at it. You know, we don't need to do a ton to this tree. I've worked in this tree many times. You've heard me say that many times. Look at, friends. Okay, here it is. It's the Deodora. It's been worked in. You know, you can see the foliage is thicker because it's being pruned. You know what I mean? It's being pruned. So when you prune foliage, it gets thick. That's what happens. So I'm going to go talk to my lovely friend, and I'll put my hat on, and we'll go see her, see if she's home. She probably is, but she might not be. Let's see. Let's see if my lovely friend is home. She doesn't know I'm here. Where is she? No. Oh, she's not. She could be out. Let's see. It's definitely locked. She was getting old. She could have. Well, do you see her in there? Where is our lovely friend? Let's go see if she's around the side of the house. I'll talk to you in a minute, friends. Yeah, Hogan's even remembers being. Yeah, look at friends. Look at this tree. Yeah, remember you were scurrying around picking up foliage?
It was a big bucket show last year.
Yeah, it was. It was a big bucket show. That's right. So this tree, but she may not be home, friends. She actually may not be home. So, but which makes sense. Look at the foliage. I mean, look at it. Gosh, this tree's amazing, son. Look in there. You can just see. This is what you want. You want to be able to see inside. Hey, friends. How are we doing? Did I tell you guys that I was going to be the best man in my buddy's wedding? Did you guys know that? I don't know if I've talked about it yet. This is David. Say hi, David.
Hey, guys.
David is a guy I've known for a long time, actually. How old are you now, Dave?
37.
37. So it's been...
16 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I've known Dave for 16 years. David, this guy, when he was young, he came and he worked with me. Put an axe in his hand and a wood splitter and a power saw. This guy could file a power saw better than most freaking loggers I knew because he was cutting firewood steady, and he loved it. He was a good sawman by the time he left, but he knew how to file a saw. You must like filing, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't forgotten.
No, I bet not.
No.
So anyway, friends, Dave lived with us right in our home, and he was kind of like my little brother for a few years there. And anyway, he moved away back to Vancouver, and I never saw you for a few years.
Yeah.
We kept in touch.
Yeah.
But you know, because we're good friends, but we never hung out anymore because he was over there and I was here, and he'd come over once in a blue moon. But anyway, long and the short, I get this phone call, and it's Dave, and I knew he had this girlfriend. I'd met her, eh? And we'd hung out and this and that, and they came over. Well, he says to me, he says, I'm getting married. I said, no way, right on, that's awesome. And he says, but I need a best man. And he asked me to be his best man. That's pretty nice, friends. I was pretty tickled. So I was honored that you asked me, Dave.
No problem.
So I'm going to do that. August 20th.
Yep.
So I got my shiny little clothes I'm going to wear. Gray.
Gray.
We're going gray.
Charcoal gray.
Charcoal gray. Traditional.
Yeah.
So I'm showing Dave around with the axes. He hasn't seen the operation yet, so we're just going through that stuff. But I want to introduce my good buddy Dave to you guys. Wish him well on his freaking marriage. Over and out, friends. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Okay. It's time to roll around in the dirt. Hopefully these connections are... That's the thing with old trucks, friends. You know, I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's just... Let's go in the dirt here for a minute, friends. Let's make sure we got this. Son of a... Right there. But my ground wire was cooking on the freaking exhaust. They had it. There it is there. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing, but they had it. It was terrible, actually, is what they had. You know, I mean, I had to fix... So that... Yeah, that's going to have to go there. Yeah, here's my new bolt, my new alternator bolt. Hopefully it goes in there. Yeah, it's gonna, oh, it does too. Look at that, friends. Shaklank. And then this thing goes on here like this. Let's get this going in there again. Oh, you dirty rotten sock. I got lucky on that one. Jesus, truck's in good shape. Hey? It is. Okay, let's get you going here. I sharpened up a Logger Al's axe, and holy cow, I got it sharp. All I didn't even go like thoop. I kind of just bumped it straight on, like literally like a thwack, and it just, whoa, it just opened me up. She's sharp, boy. Okay, anyway, let's wire this freaking thing. But this gets odd. I wonder if I should get this out of my way. That's gonna be in my way. I should bungee that back like this, up here like this. I think, oh, I guess I could take it off and get it right the heck out of the way too. I probably could. Anyway, I'll get it figured out, friend. There. How about sit pretty for just a second while I get that started, will you? Yeah, like that. Beautiful. There she goes. Okay, and turn that down now so it's not freaking cooking. Get her started. Grab me ratchet. Where did I put me ratchet? There it is. Excuse me? Oh. Make sure you're on righty-tighty, first of all. Which we are. Get the grounder on her. So, what are you doing? Oh, there you go. You can hold them wires where they're supposed to be going, friends, you know what I mean? In the position where you want it to dart out, right? And there we go. Let's go. So there, this is what I just done. This alternator, and then I hook this up here, the ground. But I do have that other ground wire. So as far as I can see, friends, as far as I can, the alternator was hooped in this one, in the previous one. So, but I don't think I got jam in the truck. I don't think I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't. As a matter of fact, I know I don't. In this battery, I'm talking. Let's make sure we don't get no zaps. Negative first. Oh, actually, while I got wrenches here, I think I'm gonna put a little tighten on this thing. Yeah. This thing's been bugging me, actually. Then I lost the spring on my freaking vices. There we go. That's not gonna bug me no more. Good. Okay, let's see. Where's Mr. Positive? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. You. Oh, dear Lord. What are you doing way over there, bud? That's a long freaking cable. Let's make sure we don't. Okay, so far so good. No zaps. No freaking zaps. I'll make sure I'm all good before I start tightening up anything here. Put that down there. Make sure I'm not heating up. But mind you, there's no poop in this battery. I don't think there's any poop in this battery. I'm going to go grab the keys. I'll be back in a minute. All right. We're getting close, friends. We're getting close. Here we go. I'm just going to run the one pulley system here. There it goes. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that'll be tight enough. Yep. Yeah, she's maxed out, but it's going to work. Beautiful. Good. Okay. So, as far as I can see, friends, I'm hooked up. It's just, I just wonder if that's, I think that's just a ground wire. I could literally, and see if I'm charging. I'll run her down to the store there. But we're hooked up. But see, I had 2 pulleys, and I didn't think about it, but I can guarantee you that would have been hell to get off. It'd come, but I don't have, oh, actually I do have the tools. I do have the tools. I'd have got it, but we're fine with this. It's only running the alternator. It's not running anything else. You see here, friends? You know what I mean? It's just running this, so it's good. Okay? So, now, basically, this is a tighten-up show. This is basically a tighten-up show. So let's, and just tighten this top one while I get the, because the bottom one just holds it to the, let's swap out and get our 5/8. It all looks pretty good back here, to be honest with you. Let's get onto this sucker here. But all I know is I only had a few threads on that nut, but I got it. That's all I need right there. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I love it. There. So, as far as I can see, I'm hooked up, friends, with the new alternator. Well, we're going to have to see it. I don't think I got juice in this battery. We'll find out over on YouTube. There's an old trick. It's probably not the best thing to do, but when you're kind of a borderline hillbilly like myself, borderline, you gotta, oh, forgot about that bell. There's that other bell. I gotta cut that off. I had it all together and I forgot about that double bell. Look it. You gotta watch that. Okay, so there's an old test. It's like I was talking about earlier. I busted my my battery guide. So the trick is to know if your alternator's charging or not, is you pull your battery cable off. And that'll let you know. Look at this old German head here. I love this. I made this axe for my wife. She likes it. Oh, she's a little loose now. Oh yeah, well that's no wonder it's loose. I should throw a new handle on that for her. It's a nice handle though. It's homemade. I'll fix her up. Okay, so this has been running for, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes. I'm praying and hoping that I've got this thing hooked up right, and that when I pull my battery cable off, It still runs. That means I'll be running on the alternator. I don't know if it's charged yet. I honestly don't know. It's pretty hot from the exhaust. Let's try it. Who's having fun? Raise your hand. Yo! It worked. I love it. We're charging, friends. Okay, I gotta go. I do this every now and again. And I like to do it once in a blue moon after like a month or so. I've already been doing it for the new subscribers who hear about get this gullet, what's this get the gullet thing, and the boat. We haven't talked about that for a little while. Well, I'm going to share it with you again today real briefly. This is 3/8 pitch. Do you ever find, this is for the friends who've been looking on the internet for ways to file power saws, but there's no guides. You won't find any guides here, any apparatuses or gadgets or jiggets or whatever you want to call them. This is with these two jiggets right here. They're called your hands, and that's a file. Now, you guys hear me talk about the boat and the gullet, okay? Two important, well, definitely one most important thing is getting that gullet. I remember back in the day where I'd buy a brand new chain and it would cut okay. It would seem to cut good, actually. I wouldn't know any difference. She cuts, eh? And then I would find, when I got about maybe halfway down my chain, I was starting to run into problems. Maybe even sooner. I'm talking 25 years ago, friends. And I kind of dove into this thing real hard. And I would ask old loggers, like, what do you do? Am I doing this right? He goes, well, try this, try that. So I picked up tips left and right off these old guys. Okay, so not new guys. Not guys that been on a power saw for a couple of years and figured they got the latest thing since sliced bread. No, that's not what's happening. Not for me anyway. So what I do, and this boat thing is strictly for the gullet. To get the gullet, you gotta have, when you buy a chain, it comes out of the factory like this. It's got a hook in it. Looking at it from the side, from this view, you can see a hook. Now, what happens to guys as they go back on the file? We look down as we file, so we see that top edge running on that angle, right? So we go like this, and there we go, I'm ready to cut. Well, not necessarily the greatest thing to do, unless you're going to totally, like, dig that gullet out. The gullet, friends, what I'm talking about, the gullet is this part of the chain. See that line right there that goes up the middle of the tooth? It's the bottom part. You can actually see it. It's almost a different color, but that's just from shade. It's the gullet is the bottom part. Now, what I've found through the years, the best way to get that is something called the boat. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. Watch. See what's happening with my file? I'm actually going like this. But I only do it for 4 or 5 strokes, depending on where my gullet's at. Then, I do normal strokes. I straighten out. And that's when I get my side and my top. You see? So, there's my tooth. It's done. I take time sharpening. I want it to cut. So there we go. Let's have a peek-see-poo at it. There it be. Can you guys see that? See the hook there? You should be able to put a file straight down. You know what I'm saying. And see a space there. Like that. You got to see that space. That's the sea I talk about. Interesting. Sea, boat, the boat on the sea. So here we are again. And you don't have to do this boat action if you don't. It's just what I do. I do that to get my gullet. Now I straighten out. This chain is a tad loose for sharpening. I got to tighten it up. Not going to flash. Don't sharpen with a loose chain. I got this thing in the vise. Now, if you got it in the vise and you go to sharpen, see this? See the play in the saw? Watch. See what happens when it drops down? Look at the chain move. So, pick it up. Pick the power head up, or if you don't have it in there, lift your bar up before you tighten your chain. I'm going to lift the power head up. I've had endless emails and endless messages on Facebook, and it's been great. People saying, Buckin', that freaking boat you're talking about, man. He says, people say it helps him out. So that's wonderful. That's kind of what we want, friends. See if we can actually get you guys up a little closer here to see the action from the proper angle. Sorry for shaking you all around. I know it's a shaky world out there. Is that okay, friends? Watch. Okay. See, now that tooth is not bouncing out of there. You see? What it does is friends, it goes like this. It goes scoop, scoop, scoop. I don't even hit the side tooth until I'm done my gullet. And then I move on to the side and the top. Here's the side and the top sharpens. You can see it now, right? There we go. Next. Bring her back. There's my gullet. You can see by the way it does that you're grabbing that top tooth. This is good. Yeah, you can also just go like this, friends. You know what I mean? Like this, straight down. You're just removing metal, correct? Yes. So you can literally just file down for about 3 strokes, maybe 4 or 5, depending. Then straighten out your stroke and pull the rest of the gullet and that top and side. All this theory of you got to keep your file going straight and all these things. Friends, you've seen my saws cut. Come on. It's in the finished product. Let's be honest. I don't even care if I go like this. I don't care. Because where it is that it's at the end when you're cleaning up your tooth, when you're actually getting your angles, which is right now. I'm after the gullet. Every time I'm after the gullet. That's what I go for. This file is pooched. Don't think, that's one thing I forgot to get on the way from back to the saw shop. Over and out. Rakers, friends. I file rakers one way. I don't care about squeaking. If squeaking is the only reason you're not filing your rakers this way, which is twice as fast, then I don't know. All you're doing, once again, friends, is removing metal. It does not matter which way you file it, especially raker. I've been doing this for 20 years this one way. I've never switched. I've never filed rakers one way and then the other side the other way. That has never happened. Yeah, I just don't really see any benefit to it. Plus you gotta, yeah, no, you're filing one way. This thing's done. Yep, here she is. That's it. Done. Should show you how this cuts, friends. We should go see, shouldn't we? I got one long piece over there. Let's do it. Let's go over there and just cut. I'm not going to start digging around for a long one, even though I know there's one in there. But let's see how this thing cuts. I'll take a sliver off of this one, friends. There we go. See if we can get it to start. Bring you up close. Cutting just fine. So it's a long bar, 32-inch bar on the old girl. Oh, I'm so excited about my freaking alternator. Yeah, so let's have a look here. Here we go. You see? Here's our hook. Nothing extravagant, just basically the way it looked when it got bought. I find it's fine. Sometimes I go a little more aggressive. Depends on the wood I'm in. This is a 4-speed. That's got 4 gears. We're just going to look at a job, friends. Whoa, she's bumpy.